Armed with a bag, some various tubs, and a wee man, we were ready to go. So, as we approach our search area, we are looking for sheer natural inspiration for this little project. Let's crack on. We've gathered our supplies, it's time to go and follow the instructions and see if we can create something pretty cool in a jar. So our jar has been already cleaned and scrubbed. This is the jar we're going to use. It's the first ever attempt at this, so I didn't want to do anything too grandiose in case it looks like a pile of dog turd. Our base layer, so if I recall correctly, the first thing we need to do is give this a good wash and remove as much of the sort of debris off it as possible. So let's go crack on with cleaning this stuff. First thing we need to put in here, of course, is a drainage layer. So let's put the drainage layer in. That is the stuff that we have rinsed off. We'll use this net so we can wash it the best we can. So let's get that in. Next up is the protective barrier between the drainage layer and what's going to be the substrate. Now the reason I'm not particularly going into any great depth on how to do this is if you want a step-by-step guide, it's all there on the SerpaDesign YouTube page, which is what inspired me to try and do this. So if you want the sort of the step-by-step foolproof idiot's guide on how to do this, the link will be down below. So the next thing, I'm just using a piece of plastic with holes popped in it. Again, how to do that is all across on the SerpaDesign YouTube channel. You can see that layer has been put into place, and we've used some small stones to stop it from moving about. Now we need to mix our substrate. That is going to be natural earth collected from the site where all this stuff was collected from, and as advised, we're going to mix it with bark to allow for better drainage. So I'm going to go and do that, and then we'll get right in here. Having mixed the substrate, we want to start pouring a small amount in to create a ground layer, and then we will use a brush to pat all that down. The main feature is going to be this piece of lovely coloured lichen twig, which is going to need to be broken down to size to fit in the jar. difficulties, but for our first time I think we did pretty well, didn't we? You think we did pretty well? Yes. So that is our attempt. I think it's something you could go out and do with the kids. It costs absolutely nothing and creates a funky little display piece at the end of it, and if anyone wants them, you can have them. So as I say, the link for SerpaDesign will be down below. I think it's a fantastic idea. As I say, it costs absolutely nothing to do, and again, it gives you a chance to go out, gather materials either by yourself or with the family, and spend time creating something that, well, I'm relatively happy with it. As I say, for a first time, can't complain. Anyway, thank you so much to SerpaDesign. I doubt you're ever going to see this, but you have inspired us to create our first ever attempt. As I say, if you want to see how the step-by-step guide of how to create it for yourself, I will put a link to the video down below on how to create your own free terrarium. Over on the Invertebrarium page, I would love to see photos of your attempts with you, your family, or by yourself displaying your attempt at a terrarium. In the meantime, thank you ever so much for watching. Be good, be kind, take care of yourselves, and goodbye for now. Bye bye.